Okay, so consciousness, like awareness, why does it matter? This is a question that I'm pretty sure a lot of people wonder, and they kind of don't ask it because they feel like it's kind of what we should always be working to increase our awareness and consciousness. But when you really think about it, why does it actually matter? And it's the easiest way to explain it is I want you to imagine when you're younger. Imagine you're a kid and you're watching a movie, and maybe for sure this happened to you. You've seen a movie at one point in your life. Then you fast forward a couple of years, a couple experiences, all that. Now you see the movie again and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that the first time. Then you watch that movie 10 years later and you get a completely different message. And this is because as you increase your awareness, you increase your consciousness. Once you increase these things, now what you notice more of the message. So you're getting more messages, you're getting more information. So now you can take all of that in consideration. The reason why a lot of people struggle to do what they really love doing is they're not sure how to do it. They don't know where to look. This all goes in part to increasing your awareness. Because when you become aware, for example, when you become aware that 151,000 people don't wake up from their sleep. So once you become aware of this, now you really understand how amazing it is to wake up every day. You can be more grateful now. So now that you've changed your vibration to being grateful instead of just taking it for granted, now it really matters. When you understand that 630 kids die every day of starvation, now that you have this awareness, now you can do something about the problem. Because you become aware of this, you know where to start working. It's when people say things to us and we're not aware of it, and they say it to us, and now all of a sudden we're aware of it and we're shocked and confused and like, what? I should have known. And it's like, you should have, but you didn't. But now that you know, now you can do something about it. If you don't know that something's wrong, then you can't do anything about it. So increasing your awareness, increasing your consciousness, increasing what it is that you know. Of course, information is not transformation. I said this at the very beginning of this mastermind. You can watch all these videos. If you don't integrate this stuff, if you don't integrate it, then it does nothing. If there was an information I could say and to make you super rich and happy, then everyone would take that information. But there isn't, because everyone integrates it differently. So when you have the awareness of what's going on, that's the beginning, because now is where the work starts. Because once you know, okay, I'm not really good at this is where I need to focus on. I don't respond well to when people are doing this. Now I have a place to work. Without it, you're kind of just going through life, just whatever, good, bad, it's all good, doesn't really matter. And you're not aware of so many things. You're not aware of what happens. And in the worst case scenario, so many people, they just decide to block it out or they avoid it. They don't want to confront that. We all have someone like that we know. So this is something that is very important, is that we're always increasing our awareness. Being here in the mastermind, your awareness is being increased. We're going to go over so many stuff. In the months to come, we're going to go into fitness. We're going to be doing all of this. And all of this is raising your consciousness. It's increasing your awareness of what's going on. And when you understand that a lot of times our consciousness is what's we're doing this because we're conscious of doing this. But when you understand the deeper meaning of it, now you go about doing it different. Now you speak to people different. Now your actions change. Now your beliefs change. Then your subconscious changes. And overall, all of this stuff makes up your actions that you take. So it's kind of like the win, 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 win. But that's once you open up your consciousness and you open up your awareness and you see what's out there. So that's why it's so important to always be increasing your awareness, always increasing your consciousness, because the more information that you have a lot of times and are aware of, as your spectrum of your mind, the spectrum of things that you see. Us as humans, we only see a certain amount of colors. We only hear a certain amount of sounds. But if we were to increase that awareness, we'd see colors we never imagined. We'd hear things that we never thought we'd hear. And all that because our awareness and consciousness was raised. And that's why it's so important to always be working on raising your consciousness.